Let me wait till a couple of you guys come on. Today is the day to be live. It is Friday. I can't believe it's Friday. Where did all the time go? I don't even know. Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. This is a quick live. I'm not staying on for an hour or anything. I just wanted to share a couple things with you guys before I sign off for the weekend, and I'm really excited too. We are live on TikTok and on YouTube because I feel like we need to vibe on these two spaces right now. How are you feeling? Let me know where you're tuning in from, where exactly you are. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know when you're tuning in. We got some of you guys jumping on TikTok and on YouTube. Fam, it's going hard. Hello, Las Vegas. In the house. I love that. Only been to Las Vegas once in my life, and it was a different lifetime. It was a different life. It was a life of PR and party. Hey, how's it going? Hello, hello. So now that I have some of you guys on, I want to just share, and I'm just going to speak and see and, tune in. Like I mentioned, for you guys who just jumped on, let me know where you're tuning in. If this is your first live with me, let me know with a rainbow emoji and introduce yourself. A couple things I want to share. One, I'm going to be deleting this after this live. So I just trust whoever is meant to see it on YouTube will see it. TikTok, you guys, whoever's on here are meant to see it. As you guys know, there's a lot going with the energy. Anyone else feeling this dense energy? And it is literally the energy of the earth crying. She is wanting us to listen to her and listen to all the things that are coming up. And maybe that is mirroring a little bit with you of like where maybe we are choosing pain and we want to get out of it, or we want to get out of those cycles and we're finally ready to move into the next cycle of our life. And I am going to be offering this Monday a free community healing. We want to bring your kids, your partners, your aunties, your uncles, your parents, it doesn't matter who, inviting whoever would like to bring their energy with the intention to help bring prayer and intention for the earth and the waters because it needs your support right now. I mentioned to this in the last live yesterday, but if you don't know, the Dead Sea is completely dried up. I am noticing a big shift with nature, and it's moving more towards the south. There's animals that I never see in my region that have been coming more often than usual. And it's just really showing. I always say that we can tell the truth through listening to nature. So I would love to invite any soul, even light workers, like coming in and sharing. You'll see on our community line or page on YouTube, I posted all the information about it. It's 2.5 hours via Zoom. It's not going to be on YouTube because I know people will ask, "Oh, Shika, are you doing it on YouTube?" Or I get questions the day of. I do it on Zoom. It's personable. It's more powerful. It's in my link tree down below. For TikTok, you guys will find it in my bio, and for YouTube, you guys will find it down below my link tree. And you will see that you can sign up for it. It's the first link. And we're going to be doing 2.5 hours. I'm going to bring you into an earth healing ceremony. We're going to go into a water healing ceremony. There's going to be an opening and a closing ceremony as well. And again, you receive the healing, but also your intentions are going into the earth. And I always say the more of us that are going to be doing this work, the better. So if you're available this coming Monday, the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern time, sign up down below. Again, it's a free event. I am encouraging, but I'm not making it mandatory for people to donate what they can to Choose Earth, which is a beautiful organization. It's actually an organization I've been connected with for quite a while, and they're supporting the Brazilian Amazon. If you don't know what's going on with the Brazilian Amazon right now, there's a lot of issues with clean water. Right now, the increase of deforestation has gone up to 10% just in this year. And it's half the year, 10%, which means that more of our oxygen and our air is reducing. And what did I say last time? Earth, my body, air, my breath, water, my blood, and by my spirit. So what is happening right now? The forest fires, firing your spirit. What's happening energetically with the world? It's asking your spirit to wake up. Wake up and listen, 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 right? So, and the thing is, it's so funny. People will say, oh, well, this is happening in this place. It's not, we need to focus on here. We need to focus on here, like a zoo, what you're saying, like everything's connected. This analogy that like here we need to support North America first, or we need to support Amazon first, like everything is connected. So for you to say that, oh, I need to focus on here first because this is what we need to do and this is the issue right now, I don't know how to tell you this, but the fires have been happening this whole time all over the world in different places. And if the water is, thinking of science, condensation, how the clouds create rain in the world, the waters are all connected with each other, right? So at the end of the day, that's up to you. This is up to you to make that change. So I always say, once again, I always say that today's world is a world of a lot of things. And it's funny, the more I've stepped in my truth and light, I've noticed there's been such more rumble in the shadow because it's the truth. And that's what's going to happen. I notice a lot of people when they do healings or work, they're always like, Shika, why isn't it easier for me to connect with my mother or easier to connect with my family or easier for this? Is because you are saying the truth and it is triggering that person. Right. So when I'm offering this knowledge, it might not resonate with everyone, and I'm not here to resonate with everyone. That's not what I want. I'm not forcing you. It's free of choice. But one thing I can share is what I am seeing. And if it resonates, take it. If it doesn't, throw it away. And one of the biggest things I'm seeing right now is that this world is calling us to really listen to nature. And the ignorance to say that, oh, it's happening only here, so we only have to focus on here. How privileged are you to choose that? What's happening in the Amazon, what's happening in Canada, North America, which this organization, even the offerings I'm doing this month, it's going to both of them because they're equally impacted and equally connected. And again, we can sit here and not watch the news and do all those things, or we can say, hey, let me step in my power and let me move forward and let me see what I can do in my energetic means to help and support this world. And again, there's only one of me, there's only one of you, but when we can do it together, it makes light work. Many hands make light work. And that's really the intention of this Monday, is us really bringing that beautiful energy to the earth, to waters. Like miracles happen. I've seen it so many times when we come together and we connect and we do this healing together. But again, we can't do it alone. It feels lonely when you're trying to do something alone, right? And that's what this world has programmed us to believe is competition and better than and less than and all those things, and third world countries and first world countries and rich and poor and all those things. But again, if there's anything, we're all connected with what's going on in North America, right? It's our oxygen, it's our air, it's our water, our clean water that allows us to have the body that we're in, earth, our body, right? Without our waters, our body is majority water. So more than ever, this is the time that we really need to lean into that. So again, if any of this is sparking your interest, I highly suggest you coming. I've had healings where someone's kid comes into the healing, and I've done this in the past, and it's beautiful to witness. Like all ages are welcome to this, and come share. The poster will be posted in the community and also on my Instagram story, and I might post it also on TikTok, so you guys can literally screenshot it and share. The second thing I want to share with you guys is I had a few people who actually reached out, and I'm really excited. I'm going to be answering some more of the emails before I sign out for the weekend. And I am offering 11 souls. I'm going to sneeze. Woo. Excuse me. Gesundheit. I'm going to sneeze again. It's coming. I'm going to sneeze. I'm like, I can feel it's like right here. Oh my gosh. And then when you focus on it, it goes away. You start talking, it'll come back. It'll come back. Okay, excuse me. Let's see. Okay. Good. So The second thing I want to share with you guys is I'm offering 11 souls healing this month. And the beautiful thing about this healing is I'm offering it at a very low energetic exchange. The reason is really to get people to be supported at this time, because I know it's been intense energy. Anyone, how have you been feeling? Let's do a little check-in, because I always do that at the beginning of a call, of a chat with you guys. Like, how are we feeling? How are we doing? Let's do a little popcorn. Show me one word in the comments how you're feeling today. Share it. Because what you're feeling really will help us tune in deeper. But I've been sensing a lot of people just really not knowing what to navigate and why the energy is so like this. And this is why, because we're feeling this big, big shift that's going on. So I am offering 11 souls. Right now, we have only 9 spots available. I just have to go through my emails and get back to some of you guys. But 9 spots available for a one-on-one 70-minute session with me. And we will go through ancient practices, healings. These are very potent and powerful. I have some people who are like frequencies vibrating for weeks after, and some people who are shedding, going through that. It's miracles we see in this healing, the way spirit works in the container. And it's going to be until the 25th, June 25th. So you have till June 25th to have a session with me. I feel you, Tyra. 100%, girl. I feel you. I'm feeling. I also feel that 100%. I don't know what word that would describe it, but I'm missing people that I shouldn't. Okay, so we got some attachment. Feeling attached. Hi, Shika. Big shift and so much is going on around the world. 100%. This is why I'm telling you. This is why I've been online. You guys know me. Like, I only post twice a week. I used to. I've reduced the amount. I've done once a week now, every Monday. And the fact that I've seen you guys and I've been on here, it's like the calling of coming here and chatting with you. Like, there's a lot shifting, and I'm just hearing like we need to really support and help. Guide. Leaders are guiders. They're not people who make you feel like you need them or powerless. They come together and they unite people. And that's really what I'm stepping into. So with you, because you are also in that energy. So basically, I am going to be offering that 70 minutes. $50 of the energetic exchange will be going to the Brazilian Amazon and also going to the fires in North America. Which is beautiful. So if you're interested in booking with me, just send me an email and I'll give you the next steps. The full program, like the full healing, is going to be $250, and then, like I said, $50 goes to nonprofit. So I never do this. I usually only work with people long term. You guys know, like right now, a lot of my energy is going to teaching my students, guides, leaders right now who want to be space holders, who are space holders, and supporting them. So we're really focusing on that. But I've also been really focusing on community. So this has been coming up a lot, and I really am excited to help you guys. Like that meditation where 11 of you just came to me and were just like in fear and in shame and like, I don't know what to do. Like, I know it's in the community. So if you're feeling the nudge, this is the best time to work with me, because the fact that you're getting this and helping the world at this amazing energetic exchange, like I would highly suggest, if you feel that nudge, you can just email me down below. And the last thing is we have the Gemini New Moon. This is another beautiful offering. It's only $77 is the energetic exchange. It's a 3-hour ceremony that's happening on June 18th. And this one's going to be all about heart opening, your relationship with yourself. It's going to be so potent. One of the things that's been coming up in Gemini, I'm not going to go too much into it because you guys already know I post an energy update on my YouTube channel. So TikTok, you guys can go to that. 11/11, I just saw that new beginnings, new things coming up, is the fact that we're really being called to tune into talking out like how our relationship with ourselves is, psyche, spiritually, energetically, physically, the way that our rituals have created this like almost like this vision of how we see ourselves. And in the Gemini new moon and the breath work, I'm really bringing you guys into a journey with your soul, because a lot of tribes, and I do believe that your breath is your soul, because if you've ever seen someone who has crossed over, you see them look different because their soul is transitioning, right? So your breath is your soul. It's what's activating your earth body here. So when you can use that energy to connect and work be guided in this breath work to heal yourself, but also to navigate, what are the relationships in my life that are going to benefit me coming up? What are the benefits in my life that are going to support me for the next chapter of my life? These things are going to really help you on the next vision. And the fact that starting with Gemini, going into July, like guys, the fact that I've been recording these videos more ahead for you guys, it makes my accuracy with the readings even deeper. I've even been reading your comments, and I'm like, I feel that too, because I can see like a web, the connection between each moon. So we had Sagittarius full moon, which was all focusing on, the aspect of like shedding. There was like a lot of shedding that was happening. There's a lot of chaos that was going on. There's a lot of transition in between two worlds. Then we go into the relationship of opening to receive, right? So whatever we weren't able to receive, we were literally brought to our ego in Sagittarius. And then now it's like time to really build our intimacy with ourselves and our relationships. So there's a lot of sacral activation, but also heart activation with the Gemini. Then we're getting a double ripple of energetic shift because we have the fires that are going on. So it's activating our solar plexus, which is all about like judgment of self, how we see ourselves, our spirit, is our spirit like belong on this earth space? Does our spirit belong in this ancestral space? Questions about the ancestors, untold stories, things that are going to be unseen, that were never told by your lineage, that you're going to receive through a dream or maybe through a vision or through a family member that's going to nonchalantly tell you something. And you're going to be like, wait a minute, this is a big part of my key as to why I'm doing this healing. And then we also have the air, air, my breath, right? So it's the breath of like your breath, you're activating through the breath work, through this conscious connected breath to work with your being, with your soul, with things that you may not even consciously be aware of that you're holding, or that your soul wants to communicate with you, and you're giving that full surrender to it. So I'm so excited for this. We have some very powerful medicine singers and souls and medicine beings that are going to be singing and on the playlist for the whole time I'm guiding you. I'll be doing some instruments if I feel called to. I use my tools. You're receiving healing for those hours that we're there together. Like it's a whole portal. You're going to have an integration circle together. We're going to talk about everything, like what came up for you. Integration is it's the most important part. So this part, I'm really going to take my time with you guys to make sure that you are feeling connected. You're doing this with community, but also that you feel confident for your next integration and what's to come. So I'm so excited for that. Again, that's the 18th. TikTok, you guys can go to my bio, and YouTube, you guys can go down below, and my link tree has all these things. I just made it so much easier because I would get some of you guys messaging me on Instagram or my email, and you say, Shika, like, hey, I want to know about this. And I have my links everywhere. And now Linktree is literally a lifesaver because everything's there. And I'm currently working on redoing my website, but honestly, like I've been able to do things without, and I'm just really simple with my stuff. So it's just now that I'm starting to get that. But Linktree, yeah, just go there. That's where you find everything I talk about, all the current events, all the things. That's the best way to be connected. Honestly, my email list, which reminds me, thank you for reminding me. I have been having the strangest dreams. Yeah, it's going to get stranger for you, Juanita. Like it's going to get stranger. So another thing I'm going to also say is I didn't announce this on YouTube or TikTok, but I'm going to announce it here because the due date is going to be on June 19th. We have the Activated Goddess Retreat that's happening on the 14th till the 21st in Portugal, Lisboa, Lisbon, an hour away from Lisbon. And we're doing a partial sponsorship. The reason why I wanted to come on here is we have 1 hour left until the partial. Let me double check the time for you guys because I got to be honest with you guys. Give me a second. I believe I put 1 hour for the due date. I want to make sure it's fair to everyone. 7 p.m. Okay, actually 7 p.m. Eastern time today is your last time. So let me go into this because I have a feeling there's like a couple of you guys that weren't aware, and now I'm like, I feel like I needed to share this. And again, you're so connected with me here. So I am so grateful, and something that I am doing right now whenever I want to is, you ever heard of people called the angel, like the angel people? That's their career. Like their job is essentially to help and support other people. It's so crazy. I'm getting deja vu right now. So I'm meant to be sharing this. But they're meant to help people, right? They're the people that do things without telling you how they got it or how they do it. So for me, I've been really on this journey, and I think one of the biggest things I've been understanding is um, giving without expecting to receive. It's been so much deeper in devotion of that. And what I mean by that is still having a fair energetic exchange, but paying forward in silence. Those who pay forward silently are the most powerful people. So I have, luckily, with the means and the blessings that have stepped on my lap, that I woke up to one day, I have been able to offer a partial sponsorship for the Activated Goddess Retreat. This retreat is going to be so potent. It's a medicine retreat, an hour from Lisbon in Portugal. The area where we're having the retreat has a lot of history for Mary Magdalene and various other goddesses. So it's so activated just being on the land alone. Okay. We're going to be having a plant medicine ceremonies. We're going to be activating energetic, somatic, therapeutic health healing. And we'll be tapping into the yoni. We'll be learning about the yoni, the vulva healing. If you've experienced any physical trauma, emotional trauma, whether it's in a relationship or maybe sometimes what happens in the psyche, and this is coming up, so I'm going to share this. Have you ever had a moment where you remember something and you don't know if it's real or if it's not? Have you ever had that experience? Well, this happens a lot when I do healings with people. It's like they are like, I think this happened, but I don't know if it did. And when they go through healings, they've rejected that version of their shadow because as a child, their subconscious puts it in the back, like the little chest I like to call here in the psyche. And we just tell ourselves, oh, that's not me. That must have been someone else, someone else. And we really go into ancestral healing, but we also go into the universe, which is so potent. So it's going to be very, very, very deep therapeutic, deep healing. Like you are literally shedding the woman, the version, the feminine, the being, whatever feminine being you are is going to be given to the earth in Portugal. And you are going to step on that plane at the end of this retreat as a new person. It is going to be super potent. And I know more people need this space. So this is where I'm putting a lot of my energy out of the top 3 things behind the scenes that I'm doing. And when I looked at this gift, this offering that was given to me, I was like, how am I going to pay it forward? And I said, you know what? I'm going to pay it forward by granting the wishes for 4 souls to come for a partial sponsorship. So what would happen is if you are still interested in applying, I'm going to go over the steps very thoroughly with you. I'm only going to say it once. So have your note, get your memory in, because I just feel like I really want to share this. And I have a feeling there's like maybe 1 or 2 of you guys on here that have been wanting to do it. And you're like, I don't know. Now you got no excuse because you have no excuse now. It's just the resistance that you're feeding into. So the sponsorship is a $900 gifted sponsorship towards the retreat for each soul, for 8 souls. And for you to apply, you just need to send to my email. It's in my link tree. A 500-word share of why you feel you would want to attend to the retreat. How would it change your life? How would it shift you? When you're thinking activated feminine, you're talking about emotion. You're talking about creator, creatress. You're talking about the energetic being that you are and tapping into that. So when you think of who you are, what makes you fear the feminine? Do you fear yourself? Do you fear other people? Like, where does the feminine play, a part in your role in the shadow? It could be, the wounded mother, or maybe having a wounded mother, whatever it is, accessing that through your DNA and clearing that and allowing light to come through and love to come through as well. And then you'll also send a 1 to 2 minute video talking about, why the sponsorship means so much for you. Now, I'm really offering it to whoever I feel aligns. Even though there's 4 spots available, it doesn't mean that I'm going to give all 4 spots. If the person, I really need to look at your essay. I need to look at your video. It has to feel aligned. You can't just, I'm just going to, because whatever. It has to come from the heart. I'm going to read it, and I might even follow up with some of you. I'm going to go over some of them actually after this, and then call it a day before the weekend. Um, But I would love to gift this to what's coming up as a mother or someone who's just in a space where they think this is not accessible to them. And now having this gifted partial sponsorship, $900 to your Activated Goddess retreat to allow you to attend, to make it a reality. Like that would be so beautiful for me to witness you. I would love for it to go to someone who's Indigenous or someone who's a person of color or someone who's struggling, someone who needs this healing. This is what I want to gift it to. I know these people are probably in this world, or maybe you know someone who needs this. And if they're willingly able to, then that's amazing. And the last thing is to actually fill out the application. At the bottom, will say, is there anything else you'd like to share? Please highlight, I am applying for the sponsorship. Because if I don't know that, then I'm not going to send you a follow-up email, look for it. Okay, so just make sure you say, I am applying for the sponsorship. Again, you have, what is it? It's 4 p.m. Eastern time, 5, 6, 7, 3 hours until you can do this. I would highly, highly suggest you to. I am going to delete this video after 24 hours. So by probably tonight or tomorrow, like once, the weekends, part time of the weekend, some point in the weekend. But I just wanted to share this with you guys because this is very potent. The life, the change. We're going to be doing elemental work, sweat, like lodge. We're going to be going into deep medicine, drumming, singing, like accessing tantra, accessing your kundalini, accessing so many deep codes. And yeah, if you're ready for change, if you're ready to hold that and come with it, don't just come because you want me to do it. I don't like the word I'm going to fix you. I'm not going to heal you. I'm going to guide you, right? That's been a big evolution for me as a space holder. I am guiding you, but I'm not going to mother you down the road because it's you who has to be willingly wanting to come here because at the end of the day, your soul chose to be here. Your soul chose the mother, the womb that wanted to birth you into this world. You chose it. And then you chose also everything that has happened to you up to this point. So again, this is up to you. And this is why I really want to highlight these things because it's so important. The time that we're in right now, where Mother Nature is literally on fire and her breath is taken by the fire of what humans have created right now. It's going on all over, not just Canada, it's everywhere. We just don't hear about it. And it has to happen close to home for us to wake up. And it really shouldn't be at that point. But unfortunately, especially with us having so many social media platforms, we should be more responsible than that. But unfortunately, we're not. And I'm not perfect either. Hello, like I'm learning too. But I'm not saying this in a way of judgment. I'm saying this in a way of reminder, being like, ooh, okay, maybe I should look into that. Maybe I should see how I can be part of what's going on in the world. Because we can either sit here and say, oh, that's too bad, or oh, like, and just be in that like, oh, dear me. Or we can be like, let's do this. It's gonna be difficult, but we can be much lighter and easier with us all together. So I'm really excited. I'm excited for the souls that are going to apply. I can't wait to read your applications. And I'm going to get back to you guys by the latest, the early next week. And then for those of you who still want to go and you missed the boat, you can still apply. Just do the application down below. And then once you've done the application, then I will reach out to you. And I do still have the ancestral retreat that's happening down south in November. It's my last retreat of the year. Ancestral healing, clearing karmic debt. If you're the karmic breaker, like this is going to be powerful for you. If you feel like you don't have a connection with your lineage, this is going to be powerful for you. We need to know our ancestors because if we don't, then we don't know who we are. Like it's beyond. Again and again, I see this every time I do this deep work, and I also see the people do their deep work. Like it goes back to those before us that you are so tied to. So yeah, I feel like that's it. I don't know if I feel like pulling out one card and then I'm going to sign off. But this was beautiful. Again, if you guys, just a little recap for those who jumped in late. We have a free healing event that's happening this Monday. And I would love for you to come, bring your auntie, uncle, your kids, everyone to come to this healing. We have the intention of healing with prayers and intention and healing for the earth, for the waters. It will be a 2.5 hour healing. You can go and sign up for it for free. It's for free. So you literally can go 7 p.m. Eastern time Monday on my link tree. Last few things I have is my one-on-ones. I have 9 spots out of the 11 that are still open. Energetic exchange is $250. $50 goes to wildfires, as well as the Amazon, the Brazilian Amazon, Choose Earth, beautiful organization that is doing a miraculous, amazing things. Even if you just check it out, I would highly suggest. Then on Gemini, we have a Gemini on the Gemini New Moon. We got a Gemini on the Gemini. We got a Gemini New Moon breathwork that's happening on the 18th at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 3 hours. This is going to be deep. It's going to be heart opening. It's going to shift you and your relationships. You're going to be like, what just happened? And lastly is the partial sponsorship for the Activated Goddess retreat that's happening in Portugal this August on the 14th to the 21st. For goddesses, I am partially sponsoring your retreat, $900 for each of you to be covered on your retreat. For you to apply, you just send me an email, send me a 500-word essay of why and why is this important to you. Tell me your story, and then a 1 to 2 minute video just sharing why the sponsorship means a lot to you, as well as filling out the application down below for retreats. And let me know at the bottom, I am applying for sponsorship. You got to do that because I won't know. So that's it. That's all. Okay, we got 3 cards, I think. I'm trying to see if it's 4 or 3. We got 3 cards. So you guys got Spirit of the Warrior, which I think is so good. Look at this card. I love butterflies. If you know me, I love butterflies. Mahu, who keep getting Mayu. Mayu keeps coming for us. Sama, the galactic heart. Galactic heart. Look how beautiful she is. If you go down below, Makbang Muga, if you go down and you go to Linktree, you'll see it. Just my Linktree has all of it. It's not actually an application. It doesn't say retreat like, let me just show you 1 sec. Give me a sec before I go into this reading. So you'll see it. Of course, my Wi-Fi is taking forever. Here it is. Okay. So when you go down below, you will see retreats, 2023 retreats down below my description. Press that. Once you scroll down to my website, you'll see apply, press apply, and you select Activated Goddess Retreat. Once you fill that out, you're going to put at the bottom of your application, I am applying for the partial sponsorship. Remember, you have till 7 p.m. Eastern time today. That's less than about 3 hours exactly, actually. It's 7:04, 7:01, 4:01. 4:01. So you have 3 hours exactly. When you're done that 500-word essay as saying why it's important to you, telling me your story, how will this impact your life, and a 1 to 2 minute, at most 2 minutes, video of yourself speaking of why this sponsorship is so important to you, send that to me in email. My email is on the website. You can send it to me and just put, this is my application. And again, there are no exceptions. 7 o'clock sharp, you have to put your application. I cannot accept it. It's just out of respect to every other person who's taken the time to put it in time. 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern time sharp today, last day for the partial sponsorship for the Activated Goddess retreat in Portugal. Okay. Last one, Blessing of Kumu. Blessing of Kumu. Okay, let's read it. Let's read these ones. I'm just feeling a big up level energy on this one. So let's go with 34 first. 34. If you're 34 years old, put your hands in the air. Okay. Do not give up. Do not give up. I love this card. If you feel hopeless, despair, defeat, or frustration, you wonder if it is really worth it. Place your mind and your heart. This is why Mayu came out. And your heart in awareness and what it is. What is it that inspires you? Do you feel alongside with you, fearless and ferocious of love? Be uplifted. Be the fellow spirit warriors, beloved one. Feel the joy of their love and unity with you. You have access to the divine power that conquers any obstacle, wins even every battle, and secures every victory. So in other words, this is warrior energy. This is like you're about to give up, but you're not doing it because that's not an option. It's just like every time, it's funny. I was thinking about this the other day. Every time we're about to give up, and it's funny, the next card's 9, which is ending, and it's going to give you like probably a sign about where you feel like you're going to give up on something. But every single time we're about to give up, we find ourselves at the same place, and people are like, oh my God, I don't know why, I don't feel like I haven't healed. It's like, hey, you're rejecting a part of your journey. This is part of the journey to help and support you. You've got 9s that are coming up all over. So it's like this ending is really not a bad thing, because it's honestly giving you space for something you don't even know that's so much better than what you know. So it's just learning that and really tuning into that. It's like, hello, like open your heart, stop giving up. I know you're exhausted. I know you're tired. I'm tired too. Don't blame me. Like this week, I was like, I went to the spa today and I literally almost fell asleep in the sweat sauna. I was like, because I was just, my body was just like, but then I was like, we did a lot of work, fam. Like we've done a lot of work. Give yourself compassion. A lot of the times we focus so much on the next big thing, but it's like, give yourself some compassion. When you can do that, you can really honor yourself. And that's what you really want to do. This is why we're living. We're honoring ourselves. We're honoring the journey. Yes, there's going to be a little BS along the way, but at the end of the day, like you're okay. You're okay. Okay. Blessings. Kumu. Kumu. Blessings. Kumu. Resources are coming to you now. If you have been in a lack limitation or anxiety about such things happening, relax and substitute your stress for the absolute trust that the universe will provide all good things and generosity and grace. If you find this challenging, take it one step at a time. Reprogramming your heart, again, heart, Gemini energy, guys, come to the breath work. This is everything. This is resonating to you. And mind into new habits and peaceful trust. It will feel much better to live like this. It is not foolishness, but wisdom that embraces such unconditional faith. Know that the provision of all resources and required is a certainty. The only variables are that the details of how the journey unfolds. When you tune into your heart, you'll remember that you are loved, protected, and guided in every moment. Trust the universe. So my question for you is like, where aren't you trusting? No matter how much the universe gives you what you want, at the end of the day, if you don't receive that full divine trust and knowledge with the owl, and you're pleading to the earth, asking for support, but it's like it's all here. It's literally all over you. You got the grandmother wisdom from your ancestors, this feminine wisdom. You got some cat energy, puma, cheetah energy of power and confidence. It's all beneath you. The earth is holding you. And this is another reason why I'm saying we got to do this prayer circle that's happening this Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, this healing circle. We are literally protecting and helping protecting this, because at the end of the day, if we don't have this, you're not breathing. No trees, no plants, we are not breathing. So we need this. I say this jokingly, but I'm serious though. Like we need this. This is so important. So really step into your heart in your life right now, because this is going to support you and everything that's happening. Again, it is like energy is magnetic. Like everything we're doing as humans is causing what's happening to the earth. We need to have to look at that. It's a mirror. Okay, it's a mirror. It's not divided at all. Mayu, Soma from the galactic heart. I spoke about Soma, the galactic heart, Mayu, before. I'm not sure. I'm going to double check before I claim what I think it was, but I'm going to double check. Give me a second before I share this with you guys. Let's see. La 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 la, Mayu. Divine Soma. Yep. I think it's exactly what I thought. Goddess of the Milky Way. Ancient Incas. So Mayan energy, ancient Inca energy, very medicinal. Your soul has been going through a deep spiritual feeding process and growing rapidly. I feel this is a collective thing. Like we've all been growing faster than we think, and we're tired. I just want to do this, but it's like you've been doing a lot of work. Sit down, break, take a break, rest, slow down. The evidence of this is the outer world will sense of expanded opportunities, reach connection of the spiritual experiences. This oracle foretells that the welcoming of new phases in life. Newborn energies and fertility, whether biologically, creative, or psychologically, are being stimulated. The oracle indicates the discovery of development and expressive talents, an increasingly public profile. So some of you guys might actually have an opportunity to be seen by someone who's going to help you with maybe like getting your voice, getting your message out there. And it's going to seem like not someone you would think would support you, but it's going to come in a very nonchalant way. Which moves you into the spotlight and can help you fulfill your divine life mission, provided that you keep your inner connection to the spirit and that the highest priority. Stay in your heart. The oracle speaks to the soul of healing around matters of trust, spirit, mother, and abundance. So this is really just showing a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going to be coming up when we come to August, Lionsgate, and also the Capricorn full moon. I just recorded it today. Capricorn full moon, or yesterday. Energy update, because this talks all about this. Like, it's really talking about abundance, money, all of that. Like, this is all what's coming. So again, remember though, sometimes when our light is being shined on, we get scared, and really listening to yourself. Are you making yourself small? Are you fear of your own light? And why is that? Because no matter how much the universe knocks on your door with your manifestations and more, it's like, can I still discover and receive those expressions of talents? Can I still allow myself to be in the light, but still in my heart, not from ego? Can I allow myself to still be in the space for the highest good of the collective and for myself? These things have to be aligned, and it takes practice. Like, you're not going to feel it all the time, but you can be honest with yourself to catch yourself and be like, okay, well, let's do that lovingly. Like, almost like how a mother should correct their child, right? There's times where the mother is frustrated and stuff, but it's not about the mom, it's about the baby, it's about the child, right? Like, we need to balance that. We don't just put our emotion on the child. And that's why there's a lot of things like gentle parenting and different ways of psychologically, emotionally involved, emotionally intelligent ways of approaching for kids, because now we're lucky. We have such an expansion of consciousness on this planet that there's no other way but to support that way, right? So those are the cards. I wasn't expecting to pull some, but Spirit always gives me a little ball curve. So you guys know what to do. I shared everything. I'm going to sign off because it's the weekend. And I want to just say I appreciate every single one of you guys. I can't wait to read your applications. Remember, 7 p.m. Eastern sharp. Email is in the link tree, all down below through my website. And also you got the Gemini, you got a lot of things. Like, you're good. You are good. Just show up. That's all you got to do. Show up. Will you show up? The ball's in your court. So thank you so much for being on here. I appreciate you so deeply. And I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. I just really do. Don't forget to like, share this with family. Share if you know someone needs to do some healing, some goddess healing. And yeah, I will talk to you guys really soon. Bye. 11:11. Great way to end the live.